Hello. We are going to explore a few of our e-resources and homework help support that are available to you with your Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh library card. We are going to start at our website, carnegielibrary.org. Then we will navigate to the menu at the top of the page where you will find Kids and Teens. Click on that. Scroll down to where we're going to see e-resources for kids and teens. We have a number of e-resources available with your library card. We are going to start with Overdrive and Libby. You'll see that there are two options, one for kids and one for teens. They will take you to special pages of curated content for kids and teens depending on which one you select. We'll take a look at teens as an example today. First, you'll want to sign in with your library card. As you can see, there are themed book lists that regularly change to help you find what next to read. You'll see that there are lists like great manga for teens, action across genres, dear readers, YA, Portal Fantasy, Native American Heritage Month, and so much more. If you see a book that you're interested in, you can see that it's available if it says borrow at the bottom. You can also find out details about the book itself, read reviews, find out other books that you might like if you like that one. Say you also really like this author and you want to find more books by them. You can check them out. Libby has many of the latest releases and most popular books and series. And like physical libraries, there are only so many digital copies available. So sometimes you might have to wait a little while, but never very long, for the more popular books to be available. But there's still lots to look at. You'll see if it says place hold, that means that it's not available yet, but you can click on place hold, type in your email address, and click place hold, and it will be you'll put on a wait list for when the title becomes available for you. You'll get an email notification to let you know it's available. For example, this book, which is an audiobook, which you can tell by the little icon here, you can see these are ebooks. This is a book that I've already placed on hold and it's ready to check out. You can say you're not ready for it yet. You can say deliver later, so you'll stay in line for the book, but it will come to you later. Go to the next person. Click borrow if you're ready to borrow. Click borrow. You can listen to it in your browser. If you are using a phone or a tablet, you can listen to it on your device and begin listening right away. Say there's a book that's not quite available yet, you want to place it on hold. You can read a sample if you're not sure. Usually gives you about a chapter to look through. You can also save it to your favorites instead of placing it on hold if you're not sure. You know, and you want to read it at some point, but you're not sure you want to place it on hold yet. Say you don't want to wait for a title, you can click on things like no wait, no problems, and find audiobooks that are all available right now. You can also look for always available for titles that are never going to have a wait on them. And that's many of the exciting things you can do with Libby. Next, we're going to take a look at Hoopla, another great app for accessing ebooks and audiobooks for free with your library card. But with Hoopla, you can also access comics, TV shows, movies, and music. Hoopla, like Libby, is also available on tablets, iPhones, iPads, as well as your computer, like we're looking at it right now. You'll click on Get Started. You want to search for your library. Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh, select that. Click Next. Type in your library card number. Once you've logged into Hoopla, and also to note that once you've typed in your library card number, you will need to set up an account with an email and password, and you'll access your account moving forward with that email and password, unlike Libby, where you use your library card and PIN. So once you're logged in, you'll see things that titles you've recently borrowed, things that are recommended based on your borrowing history, favorites, trending titles, binge passes, which are a great way to access a collection of titles without only checking out. It's only counting towards one checkout, because with Hoopla, you are at this time limited to 5 titles a month. I'll tell you right up here. Like you said, there are lots of different types of resources and titles you can access, like audiobooks, comics, movies, and television shows, and popular music. You can browse by those subjects themselves. Say you want to look at comics. You can, and the best part about Hoopla is everything is available right away. There's never any wait for any of the titles, so you can borrow it right away. You can also say, similar to Libby, if you're interested in finding more titles by one author, you can click on the author's name. You can filter by language, which is something you can also do with Libyan as well. So you can see if different titles come in other languages. You can also filter by format. You can filter by rating, release date, and date added to, and that would be added to Hoopla itself. You can find the author's bio, similar authors to that author. Going back. Hoopla also has a feature where you can set it on kids mode. When Hoopla is set to kids mode, only content geared towards kids will show up as available even when you search for certain content. It just changes what you can view. Yeah, that's Hoopla. Other e-resources that are available to you through your library card are Bookflix, which is a great resource for younger kids, pairing short videos and a book on lots of different topics with games and activities to get kids excited about learning. Similarly, TrueFlix is a great way for school-age kids to explore topics like history, science, and nature by also pairing a short video with a digital nonfiction book. Creative Bug has a whole host of curated craft tutorials that you can really dig in at home. You can learn how to paint, get into a sewing project, make your own gifts, and so much more. With Little Pim, your child can learn another language through easy-to-follow instruction. Now we're going to take a look at the library's homework help resources. One of our most popular resources for homework help is tutor.com. With tutor.com, you can be paired with a live tutor to help with the subject of your choice. You can set up an account or just log in with your library card. You can connect instantly or with a short wait with no appointment necessary for on-demand expert help for a one-on-one tutor online. You can also submit your work, whether it's writing or math, for review to be reviewed by an expert and receive feedback. There's also test prep for SATs, ACTs, and AP test prep. Speaking of test prep, you also have access to a number of AP and SAT and ACT test prep through Gail Peterson's test prep and career prep. With your library card, you also have access to many of the Gale databases. We're going to take a quick look at Gale in Context Middle School as an example, though all of the Gale databases have many of the same functions. You can browse popular topics, but if you scroll down here, you will find Topic Finder. Say you have to pick a topic of a certain theme for a school project. You can type in the theme, and it will generate a number of related topics with articles to use. So for example, we're going to search Harlem Renaissance. And if you want to pick a theme within this overarching topic, say you want to focus on Langston Hughes, you can look at his poems and find a number of articles related to Langston Hughes' poems. You can click on one of the articles, take a look at the type of article you'll see. Gale databases also have a number of features that make them accessible. You can change the font size. You can change the style of font. For example, you can use Open Dyslexia or Open Dyslexic. You can change the spacing between the font. You can also have it read to you. Say you want to save an article, it's something you want to use later on, you can download it, you can print it, email it to yourself, or save it to either Google Drive or OneDrive. For students who need to cite their work for their projects, Gale also has you covered. If you scroll down, you'll find citations already ready-made for you. Scroll all the way down. And again, you can save them in many different ways to review later. Many of the articles also have photos that you can use that are open source. You also can read special sidebars that highlight specific features and information around the topic and key facts. These are just some of the great features available to you through Gale in Context with your library card. If you're looking for more resources, you can also check out Homework Help Resources for Teens and Homework Help Resources for Kids, where there are many more databases and resources that are tagged for specific audiences that would be of interest and appropriate for that age group. These are just some of the many resources you have access to with your library card. We encourage you to explore our many resources. If you have any questions, you can always chat us by clicking the chat button in the bottom right-hand corner of our website. You can also call us at 412-622-3114 or text us at 412-775-3900. Thanks so much for exploring our many resources today. We look forward to hearing from you.